friends call me a mouth breather because, you know, during spring, summer, fall, like I can't just breathe through my nose, so I'm just it's awful. So I like to go to Atlantic City. One, for my gambling addiction. And two, they actually pump a lot of oxygen through the air so you're actually able to breathe better. Yeah, the more you know. You come back broke as fuck, but hey! But you can breathe. You're like, I can breathe, but you know what? You might commit suicide afterwards, so I don't know. There's the trade-off. So when I was down there, I went to this pool party, guys, and it was like a high school dance, though. It was a little off. It was girls on one side, guys on the other. A couple of people in the middle trying to figure out how to identify. So I just jump in there. I pull out all my best dance moves. All of them. And that's fucking all of them. Did you just see that shit, sir? Did you just see that? All right, that's the best I could do. That was it. But I noticed this 25-year-old girl. She noticed me. I was like, oh. My heart's going. She starts walking over to me. I'm like, she leans over and says, I've seen your moves. I think you're ready for this. And she starts digging into her purse. I'm like, oh my God, she's about to pull out the room key. It was a business card for assisted living. I'm like, bitch, I am not that old. She was like, you can fool me. You're breathing so hard, it sounds like two seals humping. Guess there wasn't enough oxygen. Like, how did she know my fetish, though? Like, how did she know? So the next day, you know, we're down in Atlantic City. And while we're there, you know, Mercury was in retrograde. So I was like, you know what, while I'm here, I might as well go with what anybody would do in Atlantic City. You know what I'm talking about, right, sir? Wake up, please. Because I don't give a fuck. I wish I was in Atlantic City right now. Well, while I was down there, I was like, you know what, while I'm here, I'm gonna go for a tarot card reading. I know. No, does everyone here know what a tarot card reading is? You don't have to say yes or no. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, right? You go for a tarot card reading. It's a person that flips over cards and they're supposed to tell you about what it means now and what it can relate maybe to your future. So when I'm walking up there, and there's just neon lights just flashing like cards here, I wasn't sure if I was getting a reading or a hand job. If I played my cards right, maybe both. And I walk in there, and there's this lady who looks like Barbara Walters. And she's yelling at me. She's screaming at me. I was like, fine, lady, I'll put my pants back on. Let's just get this reading over with. Now, I told y'all what's supposed to happen with a reading. She flips over the first card and goes, oh. I'm like, and then, like, what are we talking about here? She flips over the second card and goes, I'm like, she flips over the last card, looks at me, looks at the card, doesn't say a thing, she just starts putting them all away. I'm like, bitch, did I win? And she just, like, puts her hand over mine, I guess to console me. And she's like, son, you just have yourself a good life. I was like, clammy hands. So I got the hand job, guys. Seriously, come on. Who doesn't have getting a hand job by Barbara Walters looking like on their bucket list, all right? Can I get a little personal with you guys, though? Sir, sleeping over there, can I get a little personal with you? That was the longest hand job I've ever gotten in my whole entire life. Finally, I had to speak up. I had to say something. I was like, lady, how long is this? And she points down and says, this is 60 minutes.